and welcome to the Native English Podcast, brought to you by Native English Stories.
Hey everyone, great to have you with us again. I am John.
And I am Sarah. Today's topic is something we all need at some point in life.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Self-introductions.
Exactly, like tell me about yourself, or can you introduce yourself?
Those words just gave me a flashback to my first job interview. I completely froze.
Really? What happened?
The interviewer said, "So tell me about yourself." And I just said, I'm John, and I like food.
I like food, that's it?
That's it. I had nothing else. My brain just shut down completely.
Oh my gosh, that's so relatable though. So many people panic with this question.
Exactly, and that's why today we're going through 10 common self-introduction questions with simple example answers.
This will help in interviews, school, new jobs, meeting new people, basically everywhere.
But before we introduce our first question, John, let's say a quick hello to our amazing audience watching us on Facebook.
Yes, welcome Facebook family. If you are learning from our videos on your feed, please make sure to follow our page and share this video with other learners.
And if you're listening to our episode on YouTube, then please like and subscribe to our channel.
Your likes and shares help our community grow. And if our lessons are helping you introduce yourself with confidence, you can support us by sending Facebook stars.
Absolutely. Your stars keep us motivated to make more simple and practical videos for you. So please keep them coming.
Thank you so much for your love and support, everyone. Now let's get started.
Question 1. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
This is the most common one. The trick is to keep it short and simple.
Right. You don't need your whole life story, just the basics.
For example, someone like Anna could say, "Hi, I'm Anna, I'm from Manchester, and I work as a graphic designer."
Simple, clear, and friendly. Perfect start. Question 2. What do you do for work?
This one's super common, especially at parties or networking events.
Right, and the answer can be short too, like, I work in marketing for a small company.
Or even simpler, I'm a teacher, or I'm a student.
Exactly. No need to explain every single detail of your job.
Question 3. Where are you from?
This one's easy, but people sometimes overthink it.
True, you can just say, I'm originally from Italy, but I live in London now.
Or, I grew up in Texas, but I moved here a few years ago.
Short and clear, that's the goal.
Question 4. What do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Ooh, I love this question. It really shows your personality.
Definitely. For example, someone like Tom could say, I love hiking and playing guitar on weekends.
Or, I enjoy reading and spending time with my dog.
It's a great way to connect with people on a personal level.
Question 5. Why are you interested in this position, or why do you want to join this group?
This one needs a bit more thought, but it's still simple.
Right. You can say, I'm really interested in this role because I enjoy working with people and solving problems.
Or for a group or club, I joined because I wanted to meet new people and improve my English.
That sounds genuine and relatable.
Question 6. What are you currently working on, or what are you studying?
This is common in school or work settings.
For example, I'm currently studying business management at university.
Or I'm working on a new project for my company. It's quite exciting.
Keeps it relevant and current.
Question 7. Can you describe yourself in a few words?
This one feels tricky, but it doesn't have to be.
Right. You can say something like, I'm friendly, hardworking, and curious.
Or people usually describe me as calm and reliable.
Short adjectives work perfectly here.
Question 8. Something interesting about you.
Oh, I like this one. It's a chance to be a little fun.
For example, something interesting about me is that I've visited 10 different countries.
Or I can speak 3 languages, which I'm really proud of.
It adds a personal touch and makes the conversation memorable.
Question 9. How would your friends or colleagues describe you?
This one gives a nice outside perspective.
Right. You could say, my friends would say I'm always positive and easy to talk to.
Or my colleagues often say I'm very organized and dependable.
It shows confidence without sounding too proud.
And finally, question 10. What are your goals for the future?
This is a great way to end an introduction.
For example, my goal is to improve my English and travel more in the next few years.
Or I hope to grow in my career and learn new skills.
Positive, forward-looking, and simple.
Wow, 10 questions down already. That went by so fast.
It really did, and I think the big takeaway here is that self-introductions don't need to be complicated.
Exactly, like nobody expects you to sound like a movie star.
True. Just be yourself, smile, and speak clearly. I also think practicing helps a lot, like saying your introduction out loud a few times before an event.
Definitely. It helps you feel more relaxed, especially if you're nervous.
And remember, it's okay to keep it short. You don't need to share everything at once.
Right. A good introduction often opens the door for more conversation later.
Exactly. It's just the beginning, not the whole story.
Now let's go through some useful words and phrases from today's episode in our word tour section.
Let's do it.
First word, originally. It means where someone is from, by birth.
Example 1, I'm originally from Brazil.
Example 2, she is originally from Canada but lives in Spain now. Repeat after me. Originally.
Originally.
Next, grew up. It means where you spent your childhood.
Example 1, I grew up in a small town.
Example 2, he grew up near the beach. Repeat after me. Grew up.
Grew up.
Next, currently. It means happening now, at this time.
Example 1, I'm currently working on a new project.
Example 2, she's currently studying abroad. Repeat after me. Currently.
Currently.
Next, reliable. It means someone you can trust and depend on.
Example 1, he's a very reliable coworker.
Example 2, my car is old, but it's reliable. Repeat after me. Reliable.
Reliable.
Next, hardworking. It means someone who works with effort and dedication.
Example 1, she's hardworking and always meets deadlines.
Example 2, hardworking students often improve quickly. Repeat after me. Hardworking.
Hardworking.
Next, curious. It means wanting to learn or know more.
Example 1, I'm curious about other cultures.
Example 2, he's a curious child who asks lots of questions. Repeat after me. Curious.
Curious.
Next, dependable. It means reliable and trustworthy.
Example 1, she's dependable, you can always count on her.
Example 2, we need a dependable team member. Repeat after me. Dependable.
Dependable.
Next, forward-looking. It means thinking positively about the future.
Example 1, he has a forward-looking attitude.
Example 2, their plans are very forward-looking. Repeat after me. Forward-looking.
Forward-looking.
And finally, memorable. It means easy to remember, often because it's special.
Example 1, that was a memorable trip.
Example 2, she made a memorable first impression. Repeat after me. Memorable.
Memorable.
Great job, everyone. You're doing wonderfully.
So let's bring it all together now.
Self-introductions don't need to be perfect, they just need to feel natural and honest.
Right, and the more you practice, the more confident you'll feel.
Whether it's a job interview, a new class, or meeting new friends, these questions will come up again and again.
So now you've got simple, ready-to-use answers ready in your toolkit.
And remember, everyone feels a little nervous sometimes, even native speakers.
True, so take a deep breath, smile, and just be yourself.
Well, that's all for today's episode.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone who's learning English. And don't forget to check out the pinned comment below. We have left some tiny examples there for you.
I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. And you've been listening to the Native English Podcast, brought to you by Native English Stories.